What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? It is another Sunday. We're here for another fantasy football week. It is week 14. And listen, y'all, we are not gonna play with y'all this morning. We're gonna cut right to the chase. We're not even doing our fantasies this week. Y'all hear me? And y'all know I love my fantasies. But you're either in the playoffs or this is the last week of the regular season for you. If you're in a good league, it's probably the playoffs this week. Because a good league commissioner does not have you go to week 17 when a lot of teams sit starters and stuff like that. But that's a question for you and your commissioner, not me. Anyway, but you should be a week 17. I mean, oh, geez, not 17, 14. You're either, like I say, in the playoffs or trying to make the playoff this year last week. So let's get down to it. Because this is crunch time, because I'm talking to people who probably know what the hell they're doing at this point. Y'all ain't playing around. We ain't going. This week for our quarterbacks, I'm not going to even give you a sleeper. Go with who has gotten you there in terms of your quarterback. Go with who got you there. Don't play around with it. Don't pussyfoot around with it. Don't get cute. If you know a certain person has gotten you there, you stick with them. And you go, I don't know what's going on with my tie this morning. I feel it's too tight, but whatever. We're not going to change it now. Anyway, so yeah, don't get cute with the quarterback this week. So I only have two quarterbacks this week. No sleepers for our quarterbacks, but I think I have extra sleepers for our wide receivers this week, and I think I have an extra player for our tight ends as well. All right, so let's get down to it. This week for our quarterbacks, I like Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. I still want to say San Diego Superchargers. Anyway, but of the Los Angeles Chargers, and they are at home versus Atlanta. Now, let me say this. That is our game of the week. The that game at the Falcons versus the Chargers, that Atlanta, LA game, that is our game of the week. That is a game where you should see good numbers, a lot of good numbers put up. So if you have somebody on either one of those teams, you want to start them, especially on that Chargers team. Our next quarterback is going to be Ryan Tannehill of the Tennessee Titans. He's going to be at home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Need I say more? All right, so yes, I do have three tight ends and then a sleeper for our tight ends. Our tight ends are going to be Eric Ebron of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to be at Buffalo. Buffalo gives up points versus opposing tight ends. And I like that matchup of Eric Ebron at Buffalo. I like Hunter Henry of the Los Angeles Chargers and he's at home versus the Atlanta Falcons. And I like Hayden Hurst of the Atlanta Falcons at the San Diego Chargers. I told y'all that game is a game where I can see a lot of points put up. While the Chargers don't have a bad defense, they tend to give up points versus opposing tight ends. So I like Hayden Hurst of the Atlanta Falcons. There. Our sleeper for this week. Now, this is a hunch. This is a throw a dart at the dartboard, a shot in the dark. For some reason, a hunch is telling me Dalton Schultz of the Dallas Cowboys at the Cincinnati Bengals. Just a hunch. In a pinch, you looking for somebody off the waiver wire or something like that, you might want to pick them up. All right, so for our running backs this week, I like Giovanni Bernard of the Cincinnati Bengals. They are going to be at home versus Dallas. I like, once again, he did well for us last week. I figured him to do well for us again this week. David Montgomery of the Chicago Bears. He's going to be at home versus the Houston Texans. And I like DeAndre Swift of the Detroit Lions at home versus Green Bay. Now, if he for some reason is injured, Adrian Peterson will get the start. So you may want to start Adrian Peterson. But if Swift is in, I like him over Adrian Peterson. Our sleeper for this week for our running backs is going to be Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts, and he's going to be at the Las Vegas Raiders. Our wide receivers this week is going to be Keenan Allen of the Los Angeles Chargers. I already told y'all why. They're going to be at home versus Atlanta. I like Tyler Boyd this week of the Cincinnati Bengals at home versus Dallas. I like A.J. Brown of the Tennessee Titans. They're going to be at Jacksonville. And we have a couple sleepers this week for our receivers. Our first sleeper is going to be Robbie Anderson. That's a hunch. I feel like this is a week that Robbie Anderson of the Carolina Panthers is going to do some things. He's going to be the recipient of a lot of catches from Teddy Bridgewater because their whole wide receiving core is decimated out there for the Carolina Panthers. So they're going to be at home versus Denver. That's Robbie Anderson. And then any of the two starters for the New York Jets, that's Brashad Perriman or Jamison Crowder of the New York Jets. I like either one of them versus, and they are going to be, are they at home or away? They are at the Seattle Seahawks. They are away at the Seattle Seahawks. So either one, Brashad Perriman or Jamison Crowder of the Jets. And they are going to be at Seattle Seahawks. Those are our picks this week. No fantasies. We write down the business this week. I've responded to all of the emails I've gotten about fantasy questions, so continue to send them. Let's do well in the playoffs. I'm in the playoffs in all of our leagues. I just made it last week in one league, but don't judge me. It's a hard league. Anyway, until next week, next time, let's get out there. If you're doing daily fantasy, win some money. If you are doing, your traditional fantasy football leagues, let's get some wins in there. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.